Hey, hey.
Hi.
So I'm so excited to talk to Cherilyn today. She is one of my pals and a fantastic travel agent with One Encompass Travel. And she had an incredible trip recently that I want to hear all about. I want everyone else to hear about it too. So, Cheryl, do you want to introduce yourself a little bit and tell us just a little bit about the trip we're going to talk about?
Yeah. So I'm Cherilyn. I recently just experienced my first Disney cruise ever on the Disney Dream, and it was a lot of fun. And it was especially because it was a Halloween on the high seas, so that made it like 10 times more exciting.
Oh my gosh, I know. It's so funny to think about all the different special cruises. So you went to
hmm
tell us the dates that you went. It was what made it different with Halloween on the high seas? Like what are some things you would point out for people who are kind of like, what makes that a different than a normal fall cruise?
So Halloween on the high seas, so the ship is decorated like for fall Halloween. So they have a tree with like pumpkins hanging from it, and each ship will have a different like tree, and they're named different things, but I could not tell you the name of the tree. But and then they'll have fall decorations, Mickey head pumpkins all over. But the difference is they have a Halloween party. So kind of like how you have the Halloween parties in the parks, you have your own Halloween party on the ship. And everyone dresses up and it's so much fun.
Oh man. So tell me a little bit about like who you went with. I know the answer, but I feel like everyone's gonna want to know. And tell like the sailing, where did you stop and how many nights was this particular sailing?
So I went with another Wand and Compass agent, Jamie.
Mhm.
She had sailed before, so this was her second time sailing. Um, and this was my first, as I said. We went for 5 nights. We got to stop at Castaway Key
Mhm.
in the Bahamas and Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point, Disney's private islands. And those were only two stops, and then we had the other days at sea.
Okay, so that's actually a great itinerary because you could do both of the islands. I feel like that's
Yes.
it's not every itinerary will have both. So to be able to do both
No.
of those is pretty
No,
great.
I felt kind of spoiled getting to see both islands.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to ask you about that in a little bit, but walk me through embarkation day. It's your first cruise. What are some things that you were kind of worried about or that were on your mind before cruising for the first time, and how did that start for you?
So I was nervous. I don't have a passport.
Okay.
So I actually had to travel with my birth certificate, driver's license, and then because I'm married, my last name doesn't match my birth certificate. So I actually had to bring my marriage license to prove why my name is different. So that was a little nerve-wracking traveling with such important documents like
Mhm.
anywhere. But it was a breeze because Jamie had sailed before we got to be part of the Castaway Club, so we didn't have to wait in the really long line. We kind of just breezed right in during our port arrival time. I showed her my documents, and then we just sat and waited for our number to be called.
Awesome. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that especially for people that haven't cruised, all of the document preparation feels really overwhelming. And I even think
Yes.
before your trip, there's that whole check-in process where you have to upload documents and all of that. So, as a first timer, do you feel like that was actually pretty smooth, that process overall, or what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I mean, Disney's app made it pretty easy. It's pretty like they walk you step by step, tell you everything you need to upload. And if something doesn't match or they can't read it, they'll send you an email and tell you, hey, we need you to resubmit this. And
Okay.
then you just resubmit it and do it again. Because, like, my photo for my birth certificate was a little blurry. So I had to retake and resubmit it. But they like notified me right away. And I was checking in less than a month before I was sailing.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah.
So, you get on board, and what's your first impression? What did you do that first day?
I kind of felt like a kid in a candy store. Like I was in awe, like as soon as because like they introduce you as soon as you like step into the grand like atrium. Like it was just here you are, and I was so excited that I mean I wanted to see everything.
Hmm. Yeah, so I think that's I feel like something I've heard from a lot of people is that first day you really don't have anything scheduled until you kind of get to your dinner time, and so it
hmm
really is kind of a free for all. It seems like it's probably the day that feels the most crowded on board because everyone's trying to get to some of the same places. Um,
Yeah, because I do a lot of open houses
okay,
during like when you first get on. So like you can go see the kids clubs, you can set up and all the stuff you need to set up for your children. If you're gonna have them do the kids clubs, you want to do it right away. Um, and then it's kind of just relax and eat lunch before the sail away party.
so tell me about that. Where did you have lunch, and how was the party?
We did our lunch at Cabanas. So it was like a buffet lunch. So you kind of just kind of get to pick what you want, and they had so many options to choose from,
Yeah.
like overwhelmingly. So, and then afterwards, we went to our room. Our room was ready by the time we got on the ship, so that was really nice. We got to drop all our stuff off right away. So I kind of recommend an early afternoon port arrival time because you get on and you can kind of just drop your stuff and then just go explore.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people always try to get the earliest time, but then to your point, you kind of
Hmm.
have to keep your stuff, the small things with you that you want to take with you, and you
Yeah,
can't really unload and get comfortable in your cabin just yet.
yeah. And then we went to the sailor party. We took advantage of the like drinks of the day
Hmm.
to celebrate the sail away party. So that was a lot of fun. And we had a really good spot. Like we were super close to the stage to watch it.
I remember seeing your, I think it was live for a little bit. I know the it's spotty with the service, but I think I remember seeing you post pictures and some video of the
Yep.
party, and I was like, man, you'd like prime location.
Hmm. You got to get there kind of early.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
So, what else can you tell me about day one? Did you have rotational dining that night? Where did you eat? What are some things that you did kind of after you set sail?
Yeah. We did the rotational dining. Our first night, we were at Animator's Palette.
Mhm.
So that was fun. And we actually had like the screen like right by us, which the first night it didn't matter. But later on at Animators, that's when Crush like starts swimming through and because we got Animators twice.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
and that's a good thing to point out, especially for people that are doing more than like a 3 night or sometimes 4 night sailing. You'll typically repeat one
mhm.
or two of the restaurants for your rotation. So that's good to point
Yes.
out.
So if you wanted to do like the signature dinings, then you could easily do it because you'll still end up back into one of the restaurants again.
Yeah. Did you do any signature on your trip or did you stick with all of the
We did not. We stuck with just the rotational dining, and the food was pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good way to do it on your first trip. I know that there's
Hmm.
definitely, I mean, the signature dining, from everything that people have told me, it's fantastic and you wouldn't regret it. But I think just to get the experience of that rotation, have those same servers each night, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, your first day was the first day at sea, or did you get to go to an island on your first day? First full day.
Our first full day was at Castaway.
Okay, so tell me all about it. What'd you think?
It was beautiful. Hot, but it was beautiful. Like it
Mhm.
was just so sunny, like just sun.
Yeah,
And we did the 5K. That's the first thing we did as soon as we got on the island is
that's awesome.
we went and got the 5K done. So we got our medals and completed the 5K on the Castaway Key. And it was a lot of
So,
fun.
and are you a runner normally, or was this like,
No,
I'm just gonna go do
we
it?
just nope, we leisurely walked it just to kind of see. Most of it was actually shaded, so that was kind of nice.
Okay.
And there's lots of cool like statues and hidden like Mickeys and other characters throughout like your walk while you're doing it. And we saw some lizards, some crabs, like a couple other fun things while
Okay.
we were walking it. It took us about 45 minutes to just kind of walk and talk while we did it.
But that's a good thing to point out because I think people hear 5K and they're like, I'm not a runner.
Yeah,
I can't run it. So walk it, run it, jog it, leisurely stroll it, and then you get a
yeah.
medal, which is so fun.
And it's free. Like it doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to do anything, and you kind of get a free souvenir out of it.
Okay. I think I'm adding it. I'm like making a mental list of all the things so that I can maybe take the family on a little walk to kind of
Yeah.
stretch your legs and get out. And
They have bikes you can rent, and I've heard you can even get a medal if you ride the bike.
oh, great.
We didn't try it, but I've heard people say they have can.
Okay. That's a good way to start. So you got your activity in first thing.
Yep.
And then what else did you do on island time?
We kind of went and just enjoyed the family beach water before lunch opened up.
Hmm.
And then we went to lunch, and the food was so good. It
Okay.
was kind of like a barbecue stylish food, but they had like fish, ribs, burgers, fry. Like they had a huge variety for anyone. You can want fresh fruit, all you can eat ice cream.
Of course. Well, and I
Yep.
think that's something that when people are comparing different cruise lines, I often hear people ask, like, what's included, what's not. It's important to note that with Disney, your soft drinks are all included as well as the
Mm-hmm.
food, and that includes those things on the islands too, not just on the ship.
Yes.
And I think that
Well,
surprises people sometimes.
and another thing I learned, we bought the internet package through Disney Cruise Line.
Mhm.
We bought the one, we split it between the two of us. It worked on the island too.
Oh, okay, great.
Where with a lot, like once you're on
Mhm.
an island, it doesn't work. Or like I know I looked into it with like Verizon to see like what kind of service I could get, and I could get it on the ship. But if I wanted service on the island, I would have to purchase something separate.
Okay.
So
So get it through Disney.
Disney's includes service on Disney's islands as well. In some spots, it was spotty the farther in you got, but like on the main beach and everything, I had cell service, no problem with their internet.
Okay. That's great to hear.
Hmm.
Okay. So you had lunch.
Yeah,
What else did you do there?
yes. After lunch, we went snorkeling to look for
Yes.
all the statues. That was so much fun. I got stung by a jellyfish.
Another souvenir.
It was, but I didn't know until like I got out of the water. Like we snorkeled for an hour
Oh my
and I
gosh.
had no
Okay.
idea. I just thought I scratched my foot. That's all it was.
Okay.
And
You
when
get
I
your
told them, they're
Moana
like,
moment.
yeah. And when I told them, they're like, oh, just spray some vinegar on it. Oh, okay.
And that was
And
it.
that was it. Yeah. I had like a little red mark for like a couple days and that was it.
See, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Wildlife,
Yeah.
snorkeling. When you do the snorkeling, do you have to pre-book that or is it something that you can just walk
Nope.
up and do?
They have like a hut to where you can either go and rent the equipment. We brought our own. I
Mm-hmm.
literally bought like a cheap mask and snorkel off Amazon. Worked great.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but you do have to go get a vest regardless, and those are free. So they
Okay.
just give you this vest that you blow up with air to help you not drown, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Because it gets tiring is when you start swimming out that far.
Sure.
Um, but yeah, so you can either rent them or you can bring your own. You can pre-rent them on the app if you wanted to, but
Mm-hmm.
I think you could also walk up. I guess it would just depend probably how busy
Sure.
like your cruise ship is.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't busy in the snorkel area. Like we rarely ran into anybody when we were looking at the statues, and we swam all the way out to find every statue.
That is such a fun thing. I love that they have the sunken like statue treasures for you to go find
Hmm.
there. That is such a cool feature.
Yes, and they're actually marked. We
Oh,
didn't know
okay.
this until we were like halfway through each buoy in the
So that would have been a
water.
lot easier if you knew.
Yeah. Each buoy is either sunken treasure or the orange ones are like the actual statues, like Minnie, Prince Eric,
Mhm.
Boo's Door,
Okay.
the submarine. And you can touch them. Like it's not that deep. It's easily we went underwater, took pictures with them.
Yeah. Oh, how cool. Okay. This
Yeah.
sounds like a really fun thing.
And it would be easy for kids to still do.
Okay. That's probably a big question a lot of parents have, right? If they're taking,
Yeah.
especially younger kids.
Yeah. I think the youngest who can do it is 5. I think they technically have an age requirement on it. But then I saw younger kids with their own little snorkel sets in like the little family area, like looking because there's still fish and everything you could
Hmm.
see.
Yeah. So
And we
still
saw a
like trying to
decent
get the
amount of fish.
experience. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So you had the island time there. What else did you do that day and kind of what was then leading into your next day?
So after we did that, we went and checked out the adults only beach.
Hmm.
So nice.
Okay.
It was so it's more open compared to the family side. The family side's kind of very enclosed off. Like there's rocks and nets and everything everywhere, kind of barricading it in, which
Hmm.
kind of made me feel safe. Like I didn't have to worry about like anything scary per se, because
Right.
who doesn't worry about that?
Of course.
Um, but when you go to the adults only beach, it's just white sands and the water's so crystal clear.
Mm.
And you can walk so far out, it's so shallow, but it's just open, like you're just looking at open ocean.
Beautiful.
But it was so relaxing and just quiet.
Yeah. See, and this is what Jenny, one of the other travel agents, said on her in her conversation about cruising. Disney's for adults too. They do a really good job of not
Oh,
only
yeah.
having kid-specific activities, but also adult-specific spaces that are really meant for you to be able to relax and kind of get away a bit.
Yeah. And that's kind of like the perk. My first experience, I got to experience it without my kids. I left them at home. So it was kind of fun I got to enjoy it to see what I got liked before bringing the family.
No, that's a great way to do it for sure.
Yeah.
So,
So,
so you had the first day was at Castaway Cay. Did you have the
mhm.
next day at sea? Kind of how was your itinerary broken up before you went to look out?
Yeah, so our first night was Castaway, and then after our Castaway was also our Halloween party night.
Oh, fun.
Yes. So then we went back to the ship, get ready, get in our dresses and everything and get all and pretty. Am I? Yeah. Pretty sure it was our Halloween party night because we had Halloween, we had formal night,
Hmm.
and we had pirate night. So we had
Basically something every night at sea.
almost, yes.
Mhm.
Um, so we went back a little early so we could like get ready and everything and change. And then, so yes, it was our first night, our first full day was Halloween party night. So we went back so we could shower and get ready for the
Mhm.
Halloween party. And then our next day was a full day at sea.
Okay. So, for your days at sea, I mean, with this ship, you got to explore the ship, you got to do some of the activities on board. What are some things on your days at sea that you really enjoyed or would recommend people check out?
So we always took advantage of collecting our free charm
Hmm.
for the charm bracelets. And the guy they had doing that was very entertaining. He made it so much fun. Um, that we took a selfie with him at the end of our cruise because we loved him.
Oh, that's so
Uh,
good.
yep. We enjoyed the adult pool areas for a little bit,
Hmm.
and just kind of read books and we checked out all the different bars and activities that just an adult could do.
Hmm.
On top of we went to the shows.
How are the shows?
So so good.
Yeah.
We got to see the Golden Mickeys,
Hmm.
Beauty and the Beast,
Oh,
which I was
it's
so
your favorite.
excited
For
for.
those of you who
Yes.
don't know, Sherilyn's favorite princess is Belle. So
Oh, I like cried. I was so excited. And it was formal night, so we were all dressed up to go see it.
couldn't be
And they
better.
had like the enchanted rose to take pictures with. Oh yeah, I
Mhm.
was living in my moment. And Disney's Believe was the other show we got to watch. And then we had the pirate party, which was fireworks at sea.
So fun. Yeah, Pirate Night is such a fun idea, and I love that they do it. I love that it is the only cruise line that does fireworks at sea. So if you want fireworks over the sea, that's your way to do it.
And they're actually not that loud.
Amazing. You would think it'd be almost loud. I mean, I would think it would almost be louder. Maybe it absorbs.
No, well, because it's just open. So
Yeah.
they're not as loud and you don't feel like any of the crazy booms and vibrations like you would if you just went to like your local town fireworks.
Something even better. So for kids that maybe have like sensory concerns with fireworks, this might actually be a gentler experience.
A little bit, yeah. I know we're going again in September. My
Mhm.
husband is a veteran and he
Mhm.
struggles with fireworks, so we're really curious to see how this will be different for him
Okay.
because
Yeah.
he can't do them like on the 4th of July. So
Right. Well, and maybe even too, I mean, if you have a veranda view room, depending on the side that you're on, maybe you could even watch them from
you
there.
can't. You're not allowed to
Oh,
be on your veranda for the fireworks.
for safety.
Yes.
Okay, so you got to go up to the decks to see it.
Yes.
Okay, good to know. So you have a couple days at sea. You did all the things on board. You saw the shows,
Yes.
took the activities to the lounges, the pools.
Yes.
Tell me more about Lookout Cay because this is one that I feel like gets a lot of mixed reviews from people. I think they see that long stretch walk from the ship to the island area. Tell me what your experience was at that one.
So it looks intimidating. Like it
Right.
really looks really long. It takes like 10 minutes to walk it. It wasn't that bad. I mean, on a hot like day, sure, it's probably a little rough.
Hmm.
But they usually have people with like water stands. And if you really can't walk that walk, they do have golf carts to transport anyone who would need help getting from the boat to the trams to take you to the beach. And they
Okay.
have wagons for kids, so you can pull your kid in a wagon. They don't have to walk. But you can also break it up. There's a lot to see just standing on that long walkway, the fish and everything that you would see in the water.
So just take your time,
So,
soak it in.
yeah, especially if
Okay.
you're getting off first thing in the morning, the sun's not as bad.
Right.
Um, so it took us like 10 minutes to walk, and that was stopping and looking at fish and stuff too.
So not bad. So don't be intimidated by the
No,
photos that you see online.
yeah,
Not that bad. Okay.
no.
So what'd you do on this island? I mean, there's no 5K there, I
We,
understand. So how
no,
did you spend
apparently
your
there is, or they're
Oh,
working on it. I
okay.
don't know. We were already like sore from the first one, and we just wanted to relax
Perfect.
at Lookout. So we took the tram all the way to closest, the glass stop to go to the adult beach.
Hmm.
Um, and we grabbed our chairs because The front chairs were all pretty taken. We found some chairs to just kind of sit and relax. We got smaller ones to drag down to the water so you can sit in the water.
Oh, perfect.
Um, and the sand is pink.
So I've heard these beaches are beautiful.
Yes, they feel like flour.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how else to describe it. Like they are soft, fluffy sand that when the water pushes it up, it just mixes in. Like it
Okay.
doesn't just stay. That's why so at the edge of the beach it'll look cloudy because all of the sand that's being pushed up in the water. But when you scoop up the sand, it is pink.
Oh, so cool. See, there's magic
Yes.
everywhere at Disney.
Oh yeah. I love the pink sand. But you can't take it home unless you buy a specific souvenir that has
Okay,
the sand in it.
that's fair. Probably leave the
Yeah.
beach to let it be the beach.
Yes. Exactly.
Do you spend time relaxing there?
Oh yeah.
Good.
And the waters were so nice. Waves were a little bit bigger because it's just open ocean. So
Hmm.
you're just getting that full tropical island feel. Like you wouldn't think you were at a Disney beach. They really embraced the culture at Lookout
Hmm.
Key. And it was just so pretty and so nice.
So that's where you really feel like you're out in the Caribbean, in the sea.
Yes.
Yeah, that's giving you the whole experience. Awesome.
And then they do have like a bit giant splash pad for kids and like another whole kid area. And the family beach is massive. And they have like trails, hikes, and stuff that you can do while there as well.
Okay, so if you want an active day, you can get it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
And the Junkanoo show is a must see.
Yes, I've heard of this show. So tell everyone give a little synopsis of what this is about.
So they come out in full like traditional dress.
Hmm.
They're playing tons of instruments. They're just dancing around. Mickey Minnie come out in the beginning of it, and they're dancing with them. And it's just like it turns into a giant parade following because we did the last show of the day before
Hmm.
going back. So then it just turns into like a parade of people following them to the entryway, and they just play music and
Oh,
just dance around. Like it's just so much fun.
yeah. Oh, see, that's when you feel like you're away, when you're just
Yes.
in a completely different place. The cultural
Yeah.
component to it. I don't know. I love that.
And
Live
they
music.
embraced there. And like to walk to all the areas, like they left all the greenery, like the trees and everything, like the pathways are built around everything.
Hmm.
So it's pretty. There's just no way of explaining like how different it is from Castaway. And they
Hmm.
are different. The Castaway was like the fun family, you just play and have fun. Lookout is definitely for relaxing, in my opinion.
So, pro tip, look at those itineraries that get you to both island
Yes.
spots because that is the best of both worlds.
Yes.
Okay, that's good advice. So, as you think about, you look at your whole trip, I could go into all the details with you, but I want to hear from you. What are some of the highlights? Looking back now, it's been a couple months, but like when you look back, what are maybe two of the highlights of your whole time?
Um, Definitely Lookout. I was obsessed with the pink sand beach. Like
Mhm.
it was just so pretty. And I have never left the country or anything. So this was like my full first time embracing all of it.
Mhm.
So that was definitely like a memorable, like I just want to be there all the time.
Yeah.
And the shows, they're so good. Like, and I love Broadway shows. So Disney did it right. Like their casting and everything, like these shows are so good.
And this is what I was talking with a few different people about recently, comparing cruise to park experience. We know in the parks that the entertainment is top notch, the cast members are incredible. And what you get on the cruise is that, but you get it on such a more intimate scale. There's
Yes.
just less people. There's more cast members proportionately to the number of guests. And so you just get more of that amazing service and you get more of that amazing entertainment in a way that doesn't feel as diluted because there's so many people in the parks. Where the ship
Yeah.
contains situations. And I feel like for the quality and the service component, the cruise is probably the best product that Disney has when it comes to quality and service and entertainment value.
It really is the perfect blend of relaxation and Disney. Like it really is. I mean, the character meet and greets, in my opinion, were so much easier to handle and deal with because the schedules were right there in the app. Like, so you could easily plan when you were going to go see a character, get their autograph, take your picture with them.
Hmm.
And it wasn't so hectic or hard to find.
Hmm. Yeah, it's more contained, and like the app, I think, is also something that is such a tool to get used to using it before you go, but also once you get on board, it will load in with all the activities that are happening, and
Yes.
you'll be able to favorite things and heart them so that you can go back
Hmm.
quickly and see like, oh, we really want to do trivia. When's trivia again? When can we go to
Oh,
this
and it'll
again?
send you reminders. If you heart something, it'll send you a 15-minute reminder telling you something's coming up.
So helpful. Because again, when
Yes.
you're on a ship, especially, I don't know, I felt this way when I was on my last cruise, you kind of lose track of like time of day, day of the week, even. You're like, because you're just in this whole other world and you're moving. And,
Hmm.
to have that reminder and to have that access it helps you not miss out on as much.
Yes. Because there's always something going on.
Hmm. So, is there anything in hindsight that you would change about your trip looking back?
No.
Just
Like,
have done it sooner, maybe.
yes. Like, it was funny because I always said I would never take a cruise.
You
Like,
told me that in
never.
April. In April,
Yeah.
you were like, it's just not for me. It's not going to be my
Yeah.
thing.
Like, I don't need to be in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
Like, horrible fear. And I wasn't even 48 hours in, and I called my husband. I was like, we should do a placeholder.
Yes. So talk about the placeholder because we've not talked about this before on our channel, but so talk about the placeholder and why this is a great idea.
So the placeholder is you put $250 down while you're still on the ship to apply towards a future trip. But the best part is you don't have to pick your dates then. And you have 2 years to pick your dates. So I sailed towards the end of October. I had until that time in 2027 to pick dates. And then you could pick your dates from there to sail. So it really gives you a nice long time to save up if that's something you're trying to do
Hmm.
for a future cruise. And you can use it for any of the ships. Um, I think if you want like concierge level, the deposit is a little bit more,
Sure.
but just for any of the other rooms, it's just 250 right then and there.
And to have 2 whole years to use it
Yeah,
is so helpful. And to your point, you can plan whatever the next sailing is, if it's a different ship, if it's a different location, destination. So when is
yeah.
your next trip?
September of this year.
See? I love it.
Yep.
And tell me who you're taking on this one because this is not just going to be an adults only this time.
No, this is actually going to be my husband, my three kids, my sister, her fiance, and my mom. We are celebrating her 21st golden birthday, and my son turns 13 while we're also on the ship. So just gonna be a big old celebration.
So good. I cannot wait to see how the whole family reacts to the cruising because I know for you, this was you fell in love.
Oh
It
yeah.
was something that you never imagined doing, and I'm so glad that you had the chance to go on and explore all this, and that we all got to live vicariously through you.
And oh my, believe me, my husband was so jealous the whole time
I'm
that
sure.
I left him home and he wasn't with me on the ship. And my kids ask me all the time, when are we going?
Hmm.
So, and
Good.
they haven't
Well,
ever done anything like that either.
it's going to be so fun for you to experience it with them on a
Yes.
different ship, which will be great
Yeah.
too.
Yes.
Great.
So,
So, any advice for people that are taking their first cruise? What is something advice that you would give someone who's looking at a cruise and like, this is my first time? Maybe they're feeling some of the same feelings you felt before.
don't overthink it. Just have fun. If you don't make it to an activity, it's okay. Like a lot of times there's duplicate things, but just enjoy it and relax and take it all in. Because even just being like on your veranda or on the deck at like sunset and just watching it, it's just relaxing.
Awesome. Take it in. Don't stress. It's okay if
Yes.
something doesn't go perfectly to plan A. There's plenty of other plan B, C things to do.
Hmm. And don't be
Well,
intimidated by all the trivia winners. It's still fun.
I am so wanting to do trivia, but I also feel like if I don't win, I will be crushed. And so I have to
I
manage my
mean,
expectations.
we did a lot of them. We finally won one, and it literally took a group of 10 of us, and two of the people in our group have won so many times they had like duplicates of the medals. So we had no idea. We just ended up making friends, and it was so much fun.
I
But I
love it.
did get really upset when I lost Beauty and the Beast trivia.
Don't tell people that.
Yeah. I knew it. I had the answer right. They had the answer wrong, and I still stand by it because I Googled it afterwards. So,
I believe you. When it comes to Beauty and the Beast, I don't doubt you. I don't doubt your skills. I don't doubt your knowledge. You are the pro. So I will just say to everyone who's tuning in, Cherilyn is a fantastic agent who takes such care of her clients. Wherever you want to go, whatever you want to do, just know that she will treat your trip like her own trip. And so if you have needs for your travel, reach out. If you wanted to hear more about cruise experiences, reach out. And that's what we're here for. But thank you for sharing your first
of
cruise
course.
with me, with us. And we'll make sure that we catch some more of your upcoming trips later.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Can't wait.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks. Bye.